Yes, I have a feminine side. Didn't know if you guys knew that though. Hey everyone, welcome to another ranking, and here's my ranking for Nancy Meyers' movies. Yes, Nancy Meyers, I call her the queen of chick flicks, or the queen of romantic comedies. Whatever, she's the queen of something, and I think she's a great writer and director. She does a lot of movies for women, but men seem to like them. I love all of her movies. She has directed 6 movies, and I thought I'd do a ranking of all of her movies, from my least favorite to my favorite. I love all her movies, so it was a little challenging to do a ranking of her films, but I think most people will agree with this ranking. So yeah, here's my ranking of Nancy Meyers' movies from my least favorite to my favorite. So yeah, here we go. Coming at number 6 is What Women Want. What Women Want stars Mel Gibson and Helen Hunt, and this is kind of a fun premise. Mel Gibson is kind of like this weird womanizer who doesn't treat women very well. He likes women, but he doesn't treat them proper. So one day he gets electrocuted, in a very funny way actually, but yeah, he gets electrocuted and he can hear what women think. And when he hears what women think, he uses it to his advantage so he can take more advantage of women, but then he realizes he can learn about women. He can learn what women truly want from men. He can understand women and actually feel what women feel. And it's a very good story. I enjoy the story, and I think it's very funny. It's a very good, charming romantic comedy, and I think Mel Gibson is very good. I think Helen Hunt is okay too. The movie is a little overlong, and it gets a little sappy near the third act and stuff, you know. I think it's a little overlong, but it does have its touching moments. The scene with him and his daughter are all great scenes, especially the scene when he goes to the prom and cheers her out. Very touching. And when he does with Judy Greer's character, very touching, but some of the scenes with him and Helen Hunt are a little draggish. I didn't always buy their chemistry. Both their performances are good, but, you know, I didn't always buy them together as a couple, but the comedy scenes with him reading women's minds were very, very funny, and I think Mel Gibson was very good, and I thought Nancy Meyers did a good job with this movie. It's a fun premise, and it's a fun movie, and I enjoy it. Coming number 5 is The Intern. Yes, this movie just came out last year with Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway. The movie is about Robert De Niro. He's a senior who's retired, who lost his wife. He doesn't really have anything to do with his time, so he does a senior internship for this company it's run by Anne Hathaway. He has to basically be her intern and stuff. And basically, she thinks of it as a joke, but then she gets to know him, knows that he's a good worker and a good guy, and they get this, this friendship. And the one thing I loved about this movie, they could have made this really creepy and built like a weird relationship, like an actual love relationship with De Niro and Anne Hathaway. I'm like, thank God they didn't do that, and thank God they didn't have like a weird scene when Anne Hathaway accidentally hits on him or something. Thank God they didn't do that. They could have easily done that and make it weird and shit, but no, it was like a friendship, and a very beautiful friendship, and a very cool friendship. It almost like a father-daughter friendship, and I really liked it. De Niro is awesome in this movie. He's so likable, and I love his character. He's so good. And Hathaway's good too. As a single performance, she isn't top-notch, but every scene she is in with De Niro is very good. This movie is mostly great because of them two. Them two make this movie. As a whole, is the movie great? Not really. No, there's a lot of things that don't work. A lot of Nancy Meyers' movies, they tend to go on for too long. They're always too long. I don't know why she does that with her movies, but it's kind of an issue I have with all of her films. And this movie goes, I think it's like 15 minutes too long, but it's still a good movie. Not all the comedy scenes doesn't always, hit. It's not like a funny-ass movie, but it is a very charming, very likable movie, and I did enjoy it. And the 2 lead performances make this movie really watchable, and it's the reason why I've seen this movie about 3 times, and I bought the Blu-ray of it. It's not a phenomenal movie, but it's a movie I do enjoy. Coming number 4 is It's Complicated. Yes, this is Meryl Streep, Alec Baldwin, and Steve Martin. This is also a very fun premise, a wife who's been divorced from her husband for a few years. She's trying to move on with her life, but when her son is graduating from college, she hooks up with her husband again. Yes, her ex-husband. She's hooking up with him, and he's married to a younger girl, so they're having an affair, and then she meets Steve Martin and has a fling with him and stuff. It's complicated, like the title. It's complicated. This is a very charming romantic comedy. I love the performances by these 3 actors. Meryl Streep is great, Steve Martin is great, Alec Baldwin's great. The comedy does hit, because it's more of like an adult romantic comedy, and it's very good. It's very adult. A lot of adults will love this movie. I am sort of an adult. I'm 24, but I loved this movie when it first came out in 2009, so yeah, I wasn't a full adult then, but I still really loved it. I loved how it was written, and I love the characters, and I thought it was just, it's a good heartwarming movie. It's a lot about family and relationships, and they tackle a lot of issues in this movie, and they tackle it rather well. Like I said, it is overlong like most of Nancy Meyers' movies, and there's some scenes that are undeniably forced. Some jokes are so fucking forced, they kind of angered me. I'm like, really? Come on, movie, you're better than this. But yeah, the three lead performances were all really good. John Krasinski is in this movie. He's pretty good too. The child characters, the children of Alec Baldwin and Meryl Streep, yeah, they were, like the actors, they were trying, but they weren't great actors. But the three leads were great. John Krasinski was great. There's a scene in this movie that is laugh out loud hysterical. It's a scene when they all get high. Yes, Meryl Streep, Steve Martin, Alec Baldwin, John Krasinski, they all get high at a party, and it's fucking hysterical. The best scene in the whole movie. And yeah, as a whole, it's complicated. It's a great movie. It's a Nancy Meyers movie I always watch with my mom and my sister because they love it and I love it. Coming number 3 is The Holiday. Yes, The Holiday. Yes, it's a Christmas movie, and as you saw my best Christmas movies list, I used it as an honorable mention, I think. Yeah, I love this movie. I think it's a great movie. It's so formulaic, it's so cliched, it's so predictable. I shouldn't even like this movie, but I fucking love it. I watch it like 7 times during the Christmas season because it's just a great Christmas movie, and it's a great romantic comedy, in my opinion. I have to say this, the one problem I have, like, it's overlong too, but I actually didn't care that this movie was overlong. I actually wanted more from it. The only one thing that pisses me off, and it's a big problem with the movie, it's one huge problem. Cameron Diaz. I can't stand her in this movie. She's the lead character too, so that is a huge problem with the movie, but I fucking can't stand her. I think she is so annoying. I don't even think her performance is even good. Every scene she tries to be funny, it falls flat. She is fucking annoying. Thank God in her story she has Jude Law, and Jude Law is one charming bastard. He was great. He was great. He made up for her story, but God, she was annoying in this movie. But the best part of the movie is Kate Winslet's story. Kate Winslet with Eli Wallach, who's the screenwriter and stuff. That story in the movie is so well done. I love every scene with Kate Winslet and Eli Wallach. And then when she has this little romance/friendship with Jack Black, it really works. I love Jack Black in this movie. I love Kate Winslet, and I love Eli Wallach. That entire part of the movie, if that was the whole movie, if they just focused the whole movie on Kate Winslet's story, it would have been a much better movie, but and unfortunately, they kept going to Cameron Diaz, and it wasn't so bad because Jude Law was there, and he was great and awesome, but Cameron Diaz was so annoying. But getting to the positives, I love its comedy. There's some great funny scenes. I love its charm, its likability, and I thought these actors all did a great job. It feels like Christmas, and it just feels so heartwarming every time I watch it. This movie always puts a smile on my face, and it's a personal favorite of mine. Some people hate this movie, totally get it, but I love The Holiday. Come number 2 is Something's Gotta Give. Yes, I fucking adore this movie. I love Jack Nicholson, love Diane Keaton, Amanda Peet's great, Keanu Reeves is even good and very funny. Like, I love that scene where he's like, your dad's gonna be okay. He's not my dad. Oh, I'm sorry, your granddad's gonna be okay. Fucking hysterical. Love it, love it. I love Jack Nicholson in this movie. In this movie, he's kind of a womanizer, like Mel Gibson and What Women Want, but he sleeps with younger women, and Amanda Peet is one of the girls he's banging, and he meets her mom, played by Diane Keaton. They're up there for summer holidays and shit, but then he gets a relationship with her mother, and it's very well done. Diane Keaton and Jack Nicholson's chemistry is so well done. They're very good. I bought their relationship in this movie, and they're both top-notch in this movie. Diane Keaton, I don't know if she won the Golden Globe, but I know she was nominated for a Golden Globe because she was fantastic. She was awesome in this movie. Diane Keaton, she can play some really stupid roles, but when she's good, she's really good. And she's really good in this movie, and her chemistry with Jack Nicholson was great. I love Keanu Reeves in this movie. He's very good as this weird, strange doctor. I loved him in it. Jack Nicholson was great, and Amanda Peet was great. It was my kind of comedy. Again, a little overlong, but this movie has a lot of charm and a lot of top-notch actors to get through it, and it's fantastic. This is a great romantic comedy, and it's a romantic comedy everyone should watch, especially women. You'll love this movie. And my number 1 favorite Nancy Meyers movie is The Parent Trap. Of course. This is the only Nancy Meyers movie I have no fucking problems with. I don't. I know it has issues and stuff. I do not give a shit. I love this movie. The original Parent Trap is okay, but this version with Lindsay Lohan is so freaking good. This has a lot of nostalgia for me, like huge nostalgia. I watched this movie a shit ton of times when I was a kid with my sister. I have a twin sister, so this movie really hits home to me because it's about twins, and I actually have a twin myself. And we used to watch it all the time. We still to this day watch it. I fucking love this movie. It's so good. Lindsay Lohan plays two roles in this movie as Annie and Hallie, and she does a very good job in this movie playing these characters. Yes, they look alike, but they're very different characters, and she does a great job playing both these roles. And the performances in this movie are all very well done. The performance by the mother is really good. The performance by the father is really good. Dennis Quaid's in the movie. The comedy is really good. There's a lot of sweetness and charm about it. Lindsay Lohan's very young in this movie, and she does a very good job for a child actress. She does a very good job. There's a lot of heart, and there's some romance in this movie, but the romance works. And just everything about this movie just feels so family-oriented. Like, this is a perfect movie to watch with the entire family. It gets you so warm and fuzzy inside, and I just love this movie. I love The Parent Trap. It's so good. It's one of my favorite nostalgic family movies, and it's my #1 favorite Nancy Meyers movie. So yeah, that was my ranking of Nancy Meyers' movies from my least favorite to my favorite. So yeah, in the comment section below, please tell me, did you agree with this list? If not, give me all your rankings of Nancy Meyers' movies. Comment below and let me know. And as always, if you liked this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.